And I might say because you'll cut it anyway, but I might actually say that I'm giving a testimonial to Sharon.
Yeah,
because,
be
so I'll
wonderful.
use that word so that it doesn't look like it's staged or
Silly,
anything. Yeah. All right. So.
Or I could ask you, do you mind giving me a testimonial on camera so you can hear my voice?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
just us stuff.
Yes.
All right. Jane, thank you so much for doing this. You're one of our experts both in our Holistic Living magazine and also in our membership program. And you've offered to do a testimonial to tell people why is it beneficial for you to actually become an expert with us?
Yes, thanks Sharon. Look, I'm really keen to give you a testimonial because I want other people to know that this is available to them. It's just been so helpful for me. Now, I run a small coaching company called the Wellness Coaching Collective, and I recently wrote a book. I'll just put this up here for you, a little plug for my book. But my book is Thrive in Midlife, which is really charting my journey through menopause and improving my circumstances by way of the obvious things that, as coaches we would imagine we're already doing, but often self-care is not on the top of our agenda. So I managed to improve my circumstances significantly by looking at the really obvious things like mindset and stress management, exercise and diet. And I put that all down into the book because I'd hit this life phase myself, and I recognised that there was a market, a hungry crowd, as they say, out there of women in a similar circumstance that weren't being serviced particularly well. And I figured it might be a good thing for me to be, putting myself out into that market and actually making a difference in the world at the same time for these people who had perhaps hit a wall or perhaps hadn't hit the wall yet. But, the whole circumstance of menopause put me into a bit of a spin initially, and I pulled myself out of it by coaching myself, and I wrote the book. I got the book out there, and on the basis of the book, Sharon had been in touch with me and we were talking, and I could just see the difference that being included in her Global Healing Exchange community, and in particular coming on board as one of the experts, was going to be a major credibility boost for me, not to mention boosting my visibility in terms of my target market. So I did hop on board. On the basis of the book, I made an online program as well, and what Global Healing Exchange has done for me is given me a platform to get that part of my business out and into the world. Meanwhile, there's also the Holistic Living magazine, which has been a major benefit for me. I now write regularly in that magazine, and there's a whole other side to my business that came out of writing the book, and that is that on the one hand, I got the benefits personally from putting myself through the program that I put together. So firstly, I was feeling much more healthy, much more vibrant, and much less beaten around by my hormones in menopause in particular. Also, the book itself, of course, was giving me access or making me more visible to women in a similar circumstance so that I can attract them into my business as clients, and that was, of course, the initial intention behind doing the book. But meanwhile, when I wrote the book, I realised that there was a much bigger gain for me, and that was all about who I came out the other end as. I came out the other end as a much more empowered person, and on the basis of that, I've now put together a program to take other people through the journey of writing their own book so that they can boost their own credibility, authority and visibility through being a published author. So being included in Holistic Living magazine for me is part of the proof of how much benefit there is in being seen as an authority and actually having your message going out into the world in that way. So really, I can't speak highly enough of how much benefit there is in being connected to Global Healing Exchange in this way, being a writer for Holistic Living magazine and having product in the membership site. So I'm just sort of really, really embedding my message through Global Healing Exchange in its various avenues, and it's just been a game changer. That's all I can say, Sharon, and I can't thank you enough.
Thank you. I really thank you for being part of it. It's amazing. You know, I love your work, and thank you, and I hope that you're an expert for years to come.
I will be, and I will be. I can say that for sure.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sharon.